So sometimes the thought of standing at a microphone in front of a large audience can be terrifying, to say the least. But our next guest finds people who thrive at it. If you're looking for a speaker for your next event, you'll want to know Gail Davis of GDA Speakers. She joins us this morning to help inspire female entrepreneurs. Welcome, so nice to see you.
Thank you, Jane.
Love to have women who have made successful businesses, and you have. So share your story.
I worked at EDS for 20 years. I was responsible for large-scale corporate events, and I was challenged to find a speaker that was new and different. And I tracked down a speaker named Nando Parado. He spoke. It was a huge success, and the chairman jokingly said, "You should find another career because you've outdone yourself. You'll never be able to beat this." And so I took a leap, and I went out and started my own company 20 years ago.
So who are some of your favorite people you've booked?
Well, obviously Nando, because I got started with him. I love Liz Murray. Her story is homeless to Harvard, and that's a really inspiring story. And then here in Dallas, we have Sean Aker, who wrote The Happiness Advantage, and he's a great speaker as well.
Okay, so everybody these days is talking about women being entrepreneurs. I'm an entrepreneur. It is tough out there. So what do you think, what qualities in a woman enable them to stand out and thrive and flourish?
I think you have to have the vision. You have to be able to articulate what it is you want to do, and you certainly have to have the passion to fuel that vision. And then you need to know what's unique about you, and then surround yourself with solid relationships. It can't be transactional.
Right.
You got to build relationships.
Right. The vision thing is really important. I know my brother, who's an entrepreneur, said, "Jane, you got to figure out your product offering. What's your product offering? What's your vision?
That's right.
What do you
That's
do?"
Right.
So anyway, balance can be difficult for women because you've got kids. If you're like me, you may have an older parent to take care of. What are tips for that?
Well, I heard a phrase once, and I think it's so true. You can have it all, but you can't have it all at the same time. And I believe there are seasons. And I can look back on a career that spans 4 decades. I've been a working mother, and sometimes you can be all in on your career, and sometimes you have to make decisions to pull back a little bit. And I think the key there is to give yourself permission to dial it back, give yourself some grace, that it's okay, because there will come a time for everything. Now I get to spend more time on myself, which is really fun.
So if you're a woman, and because business ownership is not right for everybody. It's really not. Everybody says, "Oh, you should have your own business." Well, how do you know whether it's right for you or not, or whether you should just stay with a job you have?
Well, you probably won't know until you try. I think that's for sure.
Oh, great.
I think the thing is, are you comfortable with uncertainty? Do you thrive in chaos? I think most entrepreneurs do. And if it lights you up to not know all the answers, you probably have the entrepreneurial gene. If that overwhelms you, then maybe you should work for someone else.
Okay, if someone's sitting out there considering this, 3 pieces of advice that you would give to aspiring entrepreneurs.
I think it is so important to build a trusted network of peers.
True.
I have been really involved in EO of Dallas and also my industry association. That's really, really important. I also think to develop your resiliency, because setbacks will occur.
Yes.
So you need to know how to get back up, brush yourself off, and keep on going. And then to remain relevant, or to constantly reinvent yourself. I've had to reinvent myself many times.
You're good at it, I can tell. I really like what you had to say today.
Thank
you,
Jane.
Stuff. Thank
Thanks.
you for being here.
Thank you.
You can learn more about GDA Speakers online at gdaspeakers.com, or follow them on Facebook or Twitter at GDA Speakers.